Well, it's Monday morning, and I've decided to get out of here a day earlier than I had planned, mostly because it's been really, really cold at night, and I cannot keep the camper warm without running down the battery. Starting the generator at 6 a.m. is just really not a good idea. So I've decided to move on to Valley of Fire State Park, which is about, oh gosh, it's probably about 2 hour drive from here. When I make my little detour, because I am going to be stopping for a shower along the way. Checking out a truck stop that supposedly has bidets in there, so that'll be kind of interesting. I need to pack up the campsite, and that entails folding up the bike, putting it in the truck, and then putting the dog's trailer on the back of my ladder again. Other than that, oh yeah, also stowing the generator, of course. So those are the only three things I really took out. So that'll just take probably about half an hour. I'll be done, and then we'll move out of here. More to come. Okay, everything's packed up, and I thought I would give you a chance to look at exactly what is in the back of my truck, the seat area, because obviously the camper is in the bed. So let's take a closer look. So this is the passenger side. It's pretty full. First of all, I put a blanket down because I don't want to mess up the leather on my seats, and I really should have put a blanket against the back of the seat area too, and I'm going to have to do that along the way. I don't want to damage the leather. The red thing is my bicycle. It folds into 3 pieces, and then it just sits right there. I've got a table there. That's my grill table. And then the boxes and other stuff along here are mostly for emergencies. So I've got, in the Husky bin, I've got jumper cables and things like that. I've got an extra tow hitch on an extender in case I need to tow something. Not likely on this trip, but you never know. That setup is pretty costly to buy. So if I had to tow something and I didn't have it with me, I'd be buying it, and I don't really want to. And then there's a tow strap, and underneath that are some traction pads. And this is to help me or someone else get out of being stuck in sand. Let's take a look on the other side. So on the other side of the truck, I've got my top to bottom there is my water bottles, which are empty right now. If I'm going to be out in the desert for about a week, I like to have at least an extra 6 or 12 gallons of water with me. And each of these containers holds 6 gallons. And then I've got the generator underneath that, and I've got my barbecue grill next to that, and then next at the bottom there on the floor, I've got my 1 gallon gas can, which I use to transport fuel for the generator, and that's empty right now because I filled up the generator. And when I stop for fuel for the truck, I will make sure I top that little can off. About a gallon of fuel lasts, gosh, I wouldn't be surprised if I got something like 10-12 hours out of it. So that's pretty good. The trailer that I put behind my bike fits on the back of the ladder. It's kind of neat because the ladder folds up and there's like this angle at the top, and the trailer's bin fits right in there. And then I use 3 bungee cords to hold it in position. The reason I have the plastic over the bottom here is because road dirt will come up, and I don't want it to screw up the mechanism. There's a quick connect mechanism in there, and I don't want that to get all clogged up with dirt and dust, so I just wrap it with plastic. Pretty basic. At this particular campsite, I left the camper on the truck, which I will be doing for most, if not all, of this trip. I really don't want to have to take it off. I can if I want to, but I really don't want to. But this particular site wasn't exactly level, so I cheated on leveling it, and I used the back legs. So before I go, I have to take up the back legs and collect those little pads. I've got them on both sides. And then the mat and the step, they go into the back of the truck in transit. The pups are in there now. I'm going to put them in the truck, get the truck warmed up while I do the rest, and then we'll be ready to go. I know I said it would take about half an hour to get ready to go. It's a lot less than that. It was only about 20 minutes. The biggest pain in the butt was getting that bicycle folded. For some reason, the handlebar fold is really, really tight, and I had to get something to pry it so I could fold it over. I'm scratching it up like crazy, but I really don't care at this point. I just need it to do its thing. Just a few more things to put away. I'll warm up the truck now, and we'll be out of here in about 10 minutes. Pretty quick. Love it. Okay, we're headed out. Next stop is about an hour and a half from now. It's a truck stop on I-15 just south of Mesquite, Nevada. This should be interesting. I stopped at a truck stop for a hot shower. The rooms are clean, towels are provided, and this particular shower had the strongest water pressure I'd ever experienced. Seriously, I think I was single-handedly draining Lake Mead. Afterwards, I stopped to top off all of my tanks. Diesel, ethanol-free gasoline for my generator, and even DEF for a lot less money than buying it in containers inside the truck stop. Then I got on my way again. I got to Valley of Fire State Park at around 2 o'clock. I stopped at the visitor center to ask about campsites, got the info I needed, and went to find a site. Unfortunately, I took a wrong turn and wound up taking a scenic drive around 10 miles out of my way. I finally got to the campground and found a site with electricity and water among the red rocks. Hello, I am in Valley of Fire State Park in Nevada with my pups. We have a campsite not too far from here. We climbed up these red rocks to get a little bit of a view and look around. Looks like we're looking out over one of the main park roads from up here, and also another hiking area. It's kind of neat to be up here. There's these weird holes in the rocks, and it's just kind of cool. The park has very little cell signal, so I'll be kind of off the grid for the next couple of days. That's kind of good because it'll get me to put together the video I've been gathering. I know everyone can't wait. So I'll give you a look around the place and show you my campsite, and hope you enjoy it.